Oh wow. Hello. I'm so sorry. I was really excitingly telling you guys about everything and then my microphone was off. Yes. So I'm so sorry. I am back now there. Hello. Um yeah, it's Friday. It has been so hot today and my my brain is just not out there. Um Anyway, I hope you guys understood like everything I said by me mimicking and being super enthusiastic. Um, right? I mean, you can just read my lips. It's not that hard, right? Anyway, I was telling you guys about that I do not want to create the frame today because I only have a very big plate of wood and I will need to hand saw that first, and I do not feel like that. So I chose to have a different project. So I want to create a tile today, a white glazed tile. I learned from my colleague from the squad that the titanium dioxide, I already purchased it before he mentioned it, but he confirmed to me that I should really try it because it has a great result. And it does. So that is what I kind of try to show you guys without words. That I created this for my mom and it had a really great result. And you can also see I make myself notes so I don't forget that this was the way to go. That is in short what I said. Now you guys gonna have to imagine me now still being super happy and stuff, but that's what I said. So I made this design like really a while ago. I think it would be nice to do this. Hello and welcome. I'm so happy you guys are all here. I was actually expecting like 0 to 1 people showing up, but yay, I'm happy you guys are all here. That makes it a lot more fun. So yeah, I hope you guys are up for it. What I was telling about is titanium dioxide. Oh, hello. Thank you so much. That's really cool.
Night 4 Angel just followed.
That's really great. Thank you so much for following. So the thing I was telling about this is why it's blue. I put some food coloring in there. Also on advice of my colleague, Wayne. He's also from the squad. And he said it's very hard to see when you put it on white. It now looks like, I don't know if you guys ever did that when you were young. Use like soap and water and I don't know what we else put in. And it looked like Smurf snot. That's how we called it in Holland. And then you would just walk around with this little bag of flip to play around with. This has the same color. Don't play around with it. I can promise you this stuff is really a pain to get out of your clothing or fabric or your mouse mat. I'm not gonna go further into details there. But yeah, it's mixed with the alcohol and the titanium dioxide and then the food coloring. Also, what I wanted to tell about this is that it's very important for good results that you're gonna have to divide it very well. So if you're gonna have a thick layer and then a thin layer, then you're gonna have shifts in how well it engraves. So Wayne does it with an airbrush. Now I have an airbrush, but it's like a tiny for people that want to try, and for me that was not working. So yeah, because I just don't have a good airbrush. So then I tried to do it with a roller, and before the roller turned itself one spin round, the alcohol was already evaporated. So that really gave so uneven results and it was a mess. Then I thought, but hey, if the alcohol evaporates that fast, I can just use the automatic liquid leveling itself to make it divide properly, right? So that's what I did, and that is how I got to really good results. So that's what I'm gonna try today. I'm gonna have to search right there for a nice tile. I have like a nice stack, but I have them hidden, so my dog doesn't find them and choose on every single one of them. Puppies. So, okay, I'm quickly gonna go grab that. Shall I put on some music before the stream ends this time? You guys liked the music from last time, right? So let's just put it in there. Otherwise I'll be singing and then nobody's gonna be happy. Let me see, we're gonna just do this and that and that. Okay, I'm gonna lower the sound here, otherwise you hear it double. And I'm gonna make sure that you guys can hear it, so I'm not gonna have it muted still like last time. At some point everything's gonna be all smoothed out. For now we just laugh about it and expect me to learn within a year, right? So I'm gonna go grab the tile now. You are correct, that is not for you. And here I have it with a nose press of my dog. Of course, she instantly has to leave her mark. Eh, Pixie? So, let's first start with cleaning it up. Now, you think you might have a good singing voice? Well, you can sing for me. If you want, you can record it and then I will play it when I'm streaming. Okay, let's see. I think I fixed this camera. There we go. There. Now you see that I don't want to have it on my mousepad. This is, by the way, not my original mousepad. That one is here, but this one is because I eat at my desk. I'm guilty as charged. So I'm gonna get an underlay for that so I can easily clean it, because I don't want to make it worse than it is. There we got it. It's a nice silicone mat. You see, mess on it, like always. Now here we have the tile. And I'm gonna shake the bottle. Take it off. Now, shall I first put on some gloves, because the last time it was really difficult to get it all properly off my hands. Where do I have gloves? Okay, I can't find my black gloves. Blue gloves it is today. Fits nicely with the blue food coloring that's in there. So, let's go and do this. Now, it is quite a big engraving, So I'm gonna have to cover the entirety of the tile. So oh, this smells really good. It's okay if it drips slightly over. I'm just gonna need to divide it properly. So this was my best plan, to divide it evenly everywhere, because it levels itself out. And now everything is divided. I'm just gonna let it rest. And now all the alcohol will evaporate. It smells really lovely here now. And then we will only have the titanium dioxide powder with the food coloring. I think you can see it dries up so incredibly fast. Like, this is now all dry. It's really funny. Funny stuff. Now I'm looking actually where I left all my cleaning cloths. Maybe I might have used the last one. So this one we have, of course, properly closed again, so it doesn't evaporate. That would be a waste. So I'm gonna keep my gloves on for a bit. No, wait, I'll actually keep one glove on for now. Pick the other one carefully off. There. You can see all the powder is already like going everywhere. So you don't want to have it on your clothing or anything. Okay, I'm gonna quickly search for the cloths. Okay. So I'm gonna prepare the machine, because I'm gonna need to make sure that there's no residue of any of my previous projects. And of course we have been working with wood, so there might still be some. Wasn't much, but still it's a bit. Okay, oh, I see already that I have smudged it everywhere now. I'm brilliant. So the thing in titanium dioxide, that is kind of what they put in a lot of types of food and stuff, to make it extra white, in paint as well. So and funny enough, that comes out very black when you engrave it. So that is why people love to use it. I have seen other people use it, and then I thought, ooh, The only thing I don't know, because I know that it works on tiles, I don't know on what else it works. I think it might work on acrylic. Okay. Well, this I made really a mess, huh? You can see how messy it is to work with, but the results are so good. That's absolutely worth the mess. No, this is nearly dry. Sometimes I need to have patience. I still don't know where to buy it, so I'm still without, but people say that you need it now and then. So let's go to my settings. It's at 80 by 80, right? 80 power, 80 speed. I also haven't tested it. I kind of want to try it on dinner plates. Maybe that's also an idea we can try. Would be fun. Maybe something small, something cute. So this and this is not... We can turn this off, because that is to measure it out. This needs to be 80 by 80. Okay, perfect. And this also needs to be 80. Oops. I just pressed all the buttons. There we go. 80 by 80. Okay. Checking this out again. How dry are we? I think it needs a little bit longer. You can see, I don't know if you guys can see that, but you can see the on the edges, you can see in my ring light, you can exactly see the edge where it is fully dried and the rest is still shimmery. So it is drying from the outside inwards. So it needs a second longer. Maybe we should also find a plate and try to also put it on there. So we can just keep going, right? Because I did try it on a different plate with a different material, and that came out so odd. So I'm really still in the testing phase of plates. Now I have a great supplier of leftover plates, so I have a lot of testing possibilities. It came out really beautiful, but there's like a really weird grain on it. This is what I made last time, but you can't really see it, but this is like really as if it's like sand on top of it. And well, it didn't come out as crisp as I was hoping, but well, on a different distance, on a distance, it's actually really beautiful. It's just not as extremely obvious and black. So yeah, I think I'm gonna grab like a small plate. I have some here. So let's just try it on this. Now first we're gonna clean it with alcohol, so I'm sure that the surface is good. Okay, so I put a little bit on the cloth. I made a really good mess there. Ay, ay, ay. So, and now we're just gonna clean it. Okay. Now we're gonna do exactly the same. Where is my tiny bottle? There. I think I'm gonna need to make more soon. So also quite an experience to do. So just gonna do something in the middle. Gonna spread it out nicely. This is not gonna run off because, well, I'm just not gonna make it that steep. Dun, dun, dun. I think I have like some kind of little piece of grain there, and I don't want that. So I'm just gonna put it over it. Now it's gone. Just gonna try to thin it out as much as possible without making too many runners. Hello, Rory. I kind of was expecting you to come by today and do that to me. So, I actually was prepared with a whole bottle of water. For the people that are not on Twitch, there is like a function that people can spend their channel points that they earn by watching me, and they can spend it on either scaring me or making me hydrate and stuff. So, and Rory always comes in and makes me drink because I'm very well known of drinking way too little. Okay, I did it. Now this is nearly done. A little bit more grain on there than I wanted. And I expected there to be. Why is it taking so long? I'm not patient. And it smells really, really, you know, back in the days when you were at school and you were having, when you were using glue. Yeah, okay, you can hide in the shadows. So I'm helping it a little bit with some flapping around, so it dries a little bit faster. It's like drying your nails, right? If you put nail polish on. Because I don't want to have it in there when it's still wet. Don't think that's a good idea when using lasers and having something as flammable as alcohol. Always try to use your brain, no matter how big or small it is. Okay, this is also still drying. I'm taking off my gloves, and now we're gonna come up with what are we gonna do on the plate. Anybody has something that they want? I also have not tested it on glass. I still want to try it on glass, but Wayne said that's not gonna be the same. That's not going to stop me from trying it. I just don't know what happens. I have not researched it. And I'm just feeling very curious. So I probably need an adult. sometimes you just need to explore your way in a safe way, of course, always. So what are we gonna make? Shall we use AI make? Someone throw me something. What do you want to see? What shall we put on the little plates? Okay, I have a very bad wordplay, okay? You guys should not be judging me. A hamster. Okay, why a hamster? How did you come up with that? Yeah, because you're hamstering when you're eating with your cheeks full. Nom 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 nom. So the thing I came up with is I want to ask it to make me a mix between a cat and a platypus. And I don't want to say the other words out loud because I don't know if people are gonna take that the wrong way. So, can you create me a cute creature for engraving that is a mix between a cute cat and a platypus. I don't know how to write it. Platypus? I'm just gonna go with the... I like the quality one. It actually has some really nice results. A cat platypus. I don't know what I want. Black and white? It is for on a glazed plate. Can you help me decide? Let's see if it can actually advise me what I should do. Fine line art. I am excited. I'm very curious what it's gonna do. Now, meanwhile, you can see that this one is already nearly dry. You can only see like here's still a little bit of a wet patch, but not so much anymore. Blech. On my fingers. The funny thing is when I'm done working with this, like you can see where I have been in the house because I forget that I have it on my hands or yeah. People will know I was here. I will leave my my mark. Now this is really nice to use. I would always advise people to have such mats of silicone. They're so handy. There we go. I think that's super cute. Because it's gonna be a plate pussy. Okay, let me... Did I write it wrong? I can't read it. So that's my very terrible word joke for on the plate. What do you think? How bad on a scale of 1 to 10? How bad is my word joke? I think that's what we're gonna do. And let's see if it's gonna turn out nice. I really don't know how it is gonna turn out to be on a glazed... what is it? It's like a cake plate. So funny because I know the word in Dutch. It's een gebakschoteltje. Thank you. And I know the word in Danish. It's a keetallerkne. But I don't know it in English. It's a cake, a plate for cake. I also don't know it in German, actually. Or in Swedish. What's in it? What is it in Swedish? Is that similar to Danish? Okay, I think my other one is dry now. I do not see any liquid anymore. You see there's a little bit of kind of a grain on it. I think those are the little particles of the dioxide. But I can't wipe it because then it's instantly off. And I put it already on my fingers again because I didn't put on my gloves. Well, it's a plate for cakes straw. It's in Dutch it's een gebakschoteltje. Gebaksbordje. And in Danish it's a keetallerkne. Okay, let's go to the machine. Let's go here. I find it very interesting to know what they are in different languages, since I now am learning so many languages at the same time, and it's really funny because some words you pick up easily and some words they don't come. But I do find it very interesting. Okay, as per usual, we're gonna do the auto measure again. So I'm gonna place the, should I zoom out? Ooh. Oh, it is zoomed out. Okay, okay, I knew that. I just want to show you guys how it is measuring and resetting, because that's kind of cool. So what I do is I'm gonna put the crosshair on the middle. You can barely see it because it is like very light red light beam. I can maybe I can show it. Let me see. There, you can see it here. So it's a little bit hard to see when it's on the white. So I'm gonna press the auto measure button and then you will see it's gonna drop the needle. And no, it is not gonna break the tile. The first times I did that, I was so afraid when I was doing it with glass. I was like, it's gonna, for those Christmas balls that I was making, and I was like, oh, if it's not gonna break it. But it's actually so gentle. So you saw in the back side there is this little platform, like a little hand, and then it's resetting itself on it so it knows the distance, how far it came out. Now let's focus on this. We're gonna measure the area. So I'm gonna use the rectangular one, of course. I'm gonna put it to the top left. First I'm gonna make sure that it is laying straight by just moving this, and then I see that it's going slightly off. Okay, now this should be straight. So I press the button on the front of my machine and then I go to the bottom right. And I do the same. And then I just place it randomly because now I know exactly where it is. Sorry for all the shaking. It was not an earthquake, it was me. Okay. So now we're gonna move this part on top of here, and I have this little square box around it to line it up easily, so I know 100% sure that this is all lined up. So now here and vertically, oh no, I did not want to do that. Now I did have this one. I aligned it more to the left than to the right because this is a circle and I wanted it to line up with the rest there. Let me zoom in a bit. So that's kind of what you have to take into consideration, is that this one is sticking out way further with the decorations than it would here. So, but I want to have the circle line up with my text. So it's gonna go a little bit more to the left anyways. So I could possibly say, okay, I make an extra circle. That is gonna be the size of this. I always try to go from here and here. And then make it like so. So I stick it out here as much as there. And then I can just place it on top. So if I now do this one and this one, and I say horizontal line center, then I can see where the, oh, I want to select this one. There. Now I know what is the exact middle for this one. So you can see here the line goes, the decoration goes out of this circle. I hope that it makes any sense. Otherwise you can just ask. So this and this and this, is that aligned? Sorry. This and this and this. Okay, now we're gonna use this one and there. The circle is also only a help part, and if I want to, I can just say, okay, I'm gonna lock it and I don't want to see it. And the same goes for the rectangle. I'm gonna lock it and I don't want to see it. And then you see only what you're gonna make. If that makes any good sense. Still trying to see if this is like, maybe I want to have this slightly down so it follows a little bit nicer the curve. And then I can put it up a little bit. I think this is nicer. So now that I'm done, I think I have everything lined up properly. And then it's time to do the engraving. So we're gonna say process. Now we see only this, so that is entirely correct. And it says this will take 31 minutes. So that's gonna take a little while. So we're gonna find something else to do meanwhile. Let's start it. So, and I'm of course with my nose on top of it instantly to see how it is performing. I'm gonna see if I can make it larger for you guys. And now you can see that it has started to engrave. I hope it's gonna do it well. With the tile I made for my mom, it came out really lovely. But this is the second time that I try it. So, like I said, this is just a day in the workshop with me. I have not prepared anything and I'm just taking you guys with my daily process. And I hope you guys like it. And if you have any ideas or suggestions, what you would like to see, what we try out, everything, it can go nice, it can go wrong, but that's all part of the process, and that's the whole goal that I try to bring over, is that nothing is just as easy as the tutorials that you find. It's just, there's a lot more to it. And it's also fun. I don't mean that as a bad thing. It's really a lot of fun. So maybe we should see if we can make something in Atom. I like to play around with Atom when I have no inspiration. There's so many fun things that you can actually make. So I just go to the creative tools and see if there's anything new. Here they have like here very nice lamps you can make. I don't have a CO2 laser, so I can't really cut the transparent acrylics. One day. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I notice now that they also have third-party ones. That's really cool. Generators. Ooh. Patterns, jakes. If there's anything that you guys, you're dead tired, yeah. I know the feeling. I fell asleep earlier today, randomly, like, okay. I guess I was tired. But I've been working really hard in a very hot environment, so. Yep. I kind of want to try the clock face generator. Shall we try it? Ah, okay. Ah, it's very interesting. Okay. I'm just clicking all the buttons to see what they do. Yeah, that's alright, Straw. Thank you for being there. Enjoy your rest. Oh, you guys can't see it. I'm gonna put it on the right one. I'm so sorry. So this is the clock generator. I just noticed when I go to adam.com and I go into the creative tools that there's now also third-party ones. So people that create this, also these generators, and they are on here, which is really cool. I also want to try the pattern one. So but first I wanted to see what the clock one is, the clock face one. I think my doggies want to go out, so I quickly advance. Multitasking, always. Okay, okay, we're back. So let's see what is happening. What kind? We can have different shapes. But this is really nice because I think if we like have this, which one is pretty? I want to go for a normal one, round. That's really cool, actually. I think it's a little bit harder to see. Let's just stick to round for a moment. Okay, so what if we export this? I'm first gonna make a different file. And then we're gonna go back to Adam. Export. Open the studio. It's gonna ask me. Yes. Okay. Ah, I see what this is. Okay, smart. So this is the cut. The blue is the engraving. So blue is gonna be engraved. And all the red is gonna be cut. You can also score it. It doesn't need to be engraved. Let's keep it on score. So this is going to be scored and this is going to be cut. So and then you have like a cutout that you can glue on. And I think what can I do? I'm thinking about an image that I want to make. That is gonna be nice too. I mean, there's so many possibilities with this. Because you can engrave it, but you can also like, if you have a sublimation printer, you can sublimate it on. Or print it with the M2. The xTool M2 or I think the O1 would also be able to make really good results. That's actually really nice. Let's see what else we can make. And Adam, we want to test the patterns. Style presets. Okay, so you can change how much they have, height, how thick the lines are. Same here. Also really nice. This is very convenient if you're gonna make like boxes and you want to have your own fillings. I'm trying to see if there's a picture that I want to use. Image editing. Let's see if we can use laser prep. Maybe this. Did I? Okay. My browser suddenly decided, nah, not today. So no, I don't want like that. Can I? Nah. Can you make a cut out nice feathering around me? So background, but still engrave it on a circular object. I already had the image uploaded. Why you bully? I'm curious. I still haven't gotten to know the AI from Adam 100% the way like I do it when I use Magnifique or Chatty, for example. Those I have been testing out excessively, so to say. But this one I'm still getting to know, like, okay, what can I say? What can I ask? How much do you understand? How much do I need to repeat back? I think that the AIs have become a lot better at it already. Beforehand, you always had to like repeat your own question back. When you got an answer, then you needed to come back to the topic first. Because otherwise it would just treat it as a new conversation or a new question without context. So it's gotten a lot better. See, it does understand it. I keep her, the mast, and a little of the sunlit water and sails. Then let that scene dissolve softly into a circular engraving edge, far more natural on a round blank than a hard clock. Yes, exactly. Very curious. Meanwhile, the engraving also goes very nice. If we go back into xTool Studio, we can actually see here the task list. And when we click on it, it's opening it, and then it says 11 minutes and 20 seconds. Oh, that's pretty nice. Also made it very, it changed a little bit. I think in a good way. I think it made it a lot more suitable for engraving, so that's nice, and it changed where the shield is hanging. But now it's kind of enlarged her more. Ah, I see. Okay. Here it did change a little bit on under the arm here, but that's okay. And it's made a little bit more, it's came up with something on the bottom, so we have a better circular cutout. And I love that it's used kind of the like nearly 3/4 view, so she still has some space to where she's looking, so the composition is really beautiful like that. I'm gonna export that. Go on then. Yep, there she is. Let's put her below. Oh, my PC is finding it very intense. I'm gonna just say arrange center back. Have a bit of a better understanding of her. Put her in the middle. So far it's like not really obscuring her face, so that's good. I think this is gonna be a very beautiful clock, honestly. How large is it? Oh, I can't see that now. Unbook. 25 centimeters. So that is... Where do I have my stuff? Like this size, this big. No. That's actually really beautiful. I actually don't know if xTool is selling maybe also those clock hands. Let me quickly check the store. Clock. Hands. No, I don't see it there. I think I'm gonna have to check that on a different website. I find the idea really beautiful. I think the placement is also perfect like this. Now you see how far it already is, right? So cool. What do you guys think of the clock? It's a nice fantasy one, right? Oh, I made such a mess. So funny. Everything is blue. Was there anything else that we wanted to test? Gotta do something, right? While you wait. Maybe I can change the angle. Now you should see it a little bit better. So what shall we do more? Is there anything else that has been added that is fun? I don't know what this is. The good part. It's a part that if you put it in, then it shows differently. Ah. Very smart. That must have been created by very, very smart people. How fun. I'm always getting like mesmerized by these things. I think I should make such. That's so cool. Who came up with that? That is like... beautiful. And it looks so simple when you see it like that, right? Ay, ay, ay. I like that. It's also nice. Classic QR, rounded QR, dot tag, circle tag. Neon products, that's cool. Huh. That's cool. A little bit dark to see. Square eye shape. Ah, okay, that's those. Ooh. Oh, this is already fun. Oh, and look what is done. Shall we take the less colored one? Or the one with the more colors? Let's go with the more colors. I think it's cuter. Right, that's not what I wanted to do. Do I have to click this here? Okay. Can I... there, and then I go... there, and there. Ooh, that's so cool. Oh, can I also replace? Okay, maybe can I use the one without the background? Yes, works also. Okay, but that's actually not convenient because if it's, you can't, maybe you can't see it then. So we keep it on. Ah, okay, there's, you can put a plate behind it. Okay, okay. well, now that I made it anyway, I'm just gonna export it. Oh. If any of you guys have a good phone, can you test it? My phone is too slow for that. I want to see if you guys actually get to my website. Very curious if it's working. Meanwhile, let's swap these two. And we go wash the other part. You see how awesome that is? Now, I put it instantly on my fingers. So I'm quickly gonna wash that off. Meanwhile, let's test the depth of this. Okay, now this is so amazing. I think you guys will love it. I love it. So the backside is still a little bit meh, but I just quickly wanted to wash it. I don't want to leave you guys too long alone for too long. But let me just show it on the proper cam. Bum, bum, bum. That's confirmed. Let's go to here. Now my hands are instantly dirty again. Why? Okay, then this one. I don't know. I have some troubles with my program. It doesn't really want to work all the time. So look how awesome. Whee! What do you think of that? Because I think that's actually really cool. This is, I feel exactly the same happiness as that I made the one for my mom. But you can see how it has like a very smooth grain on it. Here. Pretty cool, right? And that is the power of the titanium dioxide. I mean, I think it's just so much fun to do. But now I'm gonna try quickly to do the other one before my time is up. And I bored you guys to death. But yeah, I think I love science. It's so cool. Also, using gloves would actually been smart science. Okay, let's go to the thing. All my scenes swapped around. This is like really crazy because you guys now see behind me the camera. This is my lovely old popper Saito. He's no longer with us, sadly, but I have a beautiful reminder of him. Ay. Okay, well, my hands are gonna be dirty for a while, I guess. So let's go and make the other design. The plate push. So turn this one off. And we're gonna put this one there, and we're gonna make it small because it needs to fit in my area that I can use. So let's go and make the processing area. We're gonna go with polygon because I just made a blob, as you guys have seen. Let's go to the machine and to the studio again. And we're now gonna go and see the blob that I made, and we're gonna measure it out. So I'm gonna put it like so, and then I'm just gonna make a lot of little dots that are all on the right field. Take that little drip. Am I already there? Not yet. Now I'm there. Closing the lid. And the marking, and now we can see exactly where my creature goes. Now I'm gonna use this and edit because I want to see it a little bit better where it is. There. We take away all the white. Now we can see it very nice. I was already pretty close, right? With my idea. That's gonna be my blob. Yeah. The downside when you take away all the white, you have to click on something black because otherwise it's transparent and it just doesn't see it. Now, I don't know if it's going to be lined up at all. I'm just gonna, because it's just a test plate, so that is fine. I just want to see how it reacts, because I really don't know. I actually really don't know. So let's go with 8080. Turn it on, and this one as well. 8080, and turn it on. I said turn it on. You absolute banana. There we go. Let's see how long that takes. I don't think it will take so long, not 5 minutes. Let's just try it. I'm just gonna try it and we will see. Hope that it's gonna be a good result. Because previously I did it with like laser paper, and that worked fine on the part. You can see I also did like a test grid here, and then I tried it on that plate, on this plate, with exactly the same settings and exactly the same stuff, and it obviously didn't work. So yeah, so now I have to just test. And instead of making a test grid, I am just making a plate put, because that's funnier to do. But so far so good. I don't know if that is like only the top layer, or that it's actually now this time properly into the glaze. Shall we zoom in? I'm quickly gonna wash my hands because I made a total mess. So as I expected, it's kind of like off center, which is fine. If I really want to, I can still make something on the left, so it is eventually lined out anyway. But let's see. There we go. Ooh, that's nearly ready. Now my music is off. Shall I put on a little bit more? Still got some in our backpack. Hmm. I think the result is really getting there. I hope it's gonna... Should I make like something on the side to line it up? So it looks like a tiny word or something. That way it will not look off-center. That is my secret weapon. Sometimes when you have a design and just have been testing it around and then it was too much off-center because you were hasty and you still want to make it look nice so you can actually show it to people, and then I just add something to the design. So now you can see it is kind of off-center. Is it centered enough? Or should I add something here to the left? Nah, I'm not gonna be nitpicky today. Let's go wash it up. Well, I think that came out actually really nice. Okay, let me sit down and let's go so you guys can see it. This. Showing you guys this one. I'm putting the other one there. 30 hands. What do you guys think about that? Do you like it? I still had some like little lines that didn't take 100%. So I'm really trying to see if, like, does that come off, or because it feels like some kind of a grain on it, so maybe the plate is or the glaze is not taking that. But most of it is like actually like really stuck on it. Yeah. Really trying to. But it's a little bit the same like the panel. So I think that the glaze of a plate is just a lot harder, so it doesn't really melt as well. So the titanium dioxide kind of melts into the material. So I think here in this one it doesn't melt as much in fully because it is just the glaze of the plate is so much harder than for a tile. So the thing that I came up with, but I'm gonna need to have like a kiln and all the stuff is to reglaze them after it's made. But I do think that it should be very nicely possible. And I think it became anyway very cute. And otherwise we're gonna have to find different ways how we can put stuff on plates, because I think that would be very fun to do. So now, do I still have to show you guys anything? No, this one maybe next time. What do you say? It's gonna be a long, I think it's gonna be a little bit of a long process, because I think the engraving is gonna take quite a little bit. Unless I make it smaller than 25. Anyways, I'm gonna show you guys once more all the links and the code and the QR code here to the xTool demo room, so you guys have it easy at hand. Other than that, I would like to thank you guys for watching. My face is like really out of the sky. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm gonna be streaming for sure next week, but I don't know why. When? I don't know why. I don't know when yet. So just keep tabs on me. Find where you can contact me, and you will get notifications if you're on Twitch, on YouTube, or on Facebook. Make sure that you get my notifications if you enjoy the days in the workshop with me.